This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey, I'm Adam, and this is my Trostani, Selesnya's voice deck. Okay, this is Trostani, Selesnya's voice. Because 7 years ago, when Selesnya was led by a chorus, it didn't have a voice. Things have improved. Let's start off with a bunch of basic lands. They're pretty great, especially this one, because it has zebras on it, if you can see them. Look it up, it's from Mirage, and we'll skip the rest. Okay, Oran-Rief, because there are plenty of times you'll have multiple creatures come into play at the same time. Vesuva, if you want two of something, like zebras. Gavony Township, which does amazing things when you have nothing else to do. Krosan Verge, Saltcrusted Steppe, Grove of the Guardian, yep. Temple of the False God, Selesnya Sanctuary, a super old Brushland, yeah. Stirring Wildwood, Sunpetal Grove, Temple Garden, Razorverge Thicket, and Flagstones of Trokair. Now the boring part is over. Let's move on to something slightly more interesting. More mana! Soul Ring! Yavimaya Elder, which is pretty great. Solemn Simulacrum. Earthcraft, which should be played in every token deck, even if you're not playing green. It's that amazing. Seedborn Muse, because your general has a tap ability, so might as well use it every turn. Boundless Realms, when 7 mana just isn't enough. Riss, who's also a decent general. He used to be mine, but now he's just part of the deck. So, you know, at least he didn't get cut. No hard feelings. We've had many talks. Luminarch Ascension, because, well, turn 2 in a 4-player game is just stupid good. Stupid good. Thelonite Hermit, the lesser of the 2 hermits that make 4 tokens and also give them +1/+1. I play this mostly because I don't have a deranged hermit, but it's still pretty great. Parallel Lives, the cheap, what's it called, doubling season, which the deck doesn't play, mostly because, well, I don't think it needs 2, and the other one's really expensive. Armada Wurm probably makes one of the best tokens in the deck, so it's always great to have a good beater and then just populate like crazy. Avenger of Zendikar, the best plant producer in the whole world. They need one in the Amazon. Verdant Force, because old school's cool. Crush of Worms, successes are pretty great, and it flashes back. Verdeloth the Ancient, I guess he likes the Thelonite Hermit a little more than Deranged Hermit. Probably. Wolfbriar Elemental. Entreat the Angels! Everybody keeps saying this card is good, but it's never done that much good for me, so I'm just going to keep playing it until I'm convinced either way. Decree of Justice. The real Entreat the Angels, or Entreat the Soldiers if you feel like drawing a card. Gelatinous Genesis. Entreat the Ooze. Parallel Lives. It doubles your tokens. Parallel Evolution. I can't read or talk. Tooth and Nail, which begins our series of tutors, and you'll see a couple beaters that it'll fetch and do wonderful things, especially Avenger of Zendikar. Always get it. Defense of the Heart. It's the same thing. Chord of Calling, because you have tons of tokens and big creatures. Pattern of Rebirth, same reason. Congregation at Dawn. It's a pretty good tutor. Although don't fetch 2 things when you plan on the first one shuffling your library. It happens a lot. Worldspine Wurm, because who doesn't want to summon a 15/15 with a Defense of the Heart? Or any of the other cards I just showed you. Serra Avatar. It's a great card, I'll admit. There are many things that just make you want to punch your face with anything, a wall. So like Tysus, grab the reins. Those things will mess you up if you have a Serra Avatar in play, so be careful. Drive safely. Akroma, one of the angels that we entreat. Yosei, one of the dragons that we entreat. Vigor, one of the bull turtles that we entreat. Okay, then we got just good stuff, like a top, Kundadi for a card drop, because you'll have tons of creatures. Skull Clamp, because you'll have tons of creatures. Eat Witness is kind of like card draw, and Tutor for the late game. Genesis Wave, because many times you'll be out of frame and keep talking. Regal Force, it's all the same really. Glare of Subdual, awesome stuff, especially since it gets artifacts too, so it'll keep you in the game. Then Removal, Path to Exile. Banishing Stroke, I've only miracled it once, wasn't that great. Again, it's like Entreat the Angels, we'll just play it. Condemn, Swords to Plowshares. Catastrophe, which is an amazing card because you have 2 modes. Austere Command, which is twice as good because you have 4 modes. No, just kidding, it's worse. Martial Q. Aura Shards, again amazing, because it has the word May in it. If it didn't, it would be horrible. Fracturing Gust. Terastodon. Acidic Slime. Relic of Progenitus. There we go. Lightning Greaves, because it's nice to keep your general in play. Avacyn, another angel we entreat, who's pretty awesome when she's wearing Lightning Greaves. Privilege Position. Rootborn Defenses. This is an interesting card. I keep wanting to use it as like a combat trick, and it never really works, but I'm still convinced it's awesome. Bathe in Light, the real, actually good combat trick that always works, and that's why it's in the deck. Mimic Bat, one of those EDH staples, but is really good in Trostani because you can populate the token and keep it. Champion of Lampholt. It's kind of a tester card, but I like it so far. Elish Norn, the Elishliest of the Norns. Mostly, you know, the +2/+2 is a nice bonus, but really, the -2/-2 is just ridiculous. Kill everything. Crater Hoof, what? Crater Hoof Behemoth. Nobody really knows how to pronounce this, but it's a great finisher. And we got stuff like Collective Blessing, whoop. Akroma's Memorial, Eldrazi Monument, and one of the most all-stars of all-stars, Trees. Root Awakening. It's a pretty great finisher, unless someone has a Quicksilver Amulet in play and then they Sunblast Angel all your lands! Just beware. That's Trostani. Blammo! Hey, I'm Adam, this is CMDR. Go like and subscribe right now before you even watch this, and then come back and watch it, like it again. And this is my Trostani Selesnya's voice deck.